I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, you got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. They run the option here on 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Cardinals at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 47 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Yeah, this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately Charles will have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's one of his game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. And Burrow going to throw again. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. from the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cardinals. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Here we go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Burrow looking to pass. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try again, and he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here we go.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 47. Mixon running wide side.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second and 9, Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow, and I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. 20! A big play there on the catch and run. 82 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the round is on here in this first half. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On the line, ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Murray now to throw. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 75. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dawson Knox, 35 yards.
And the Cardinals extend their lead yet again. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has...
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 9. Burrow.
Quick slant to Watson.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up.
Here we go.
But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they do.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
McPherson now for the extra point.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one is, and understandably so. Not only
why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birth most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that?